Welcome, everyone, and we are here to talk civil. Wait, no. God
Mike.
damn it. I'm sorry. I did it again, didn't I, Eamon?
Yeah, you did it again.
Fuck. I'm sorry. We are here to talk NXT on the Midweek War. I'm Mad Mike. I'm Team Iron Man. I'm Team NXT I'm a lot of different teams. Team Underoos, I represent. With me, as always, is the voice of Inspire Pro Wrestling, Eamon Payton. How are you, sir?
I'm glad to be here, Mad Mike. I'm so excited to get on here and talk about Impact Wrestling. Wait, did I fuck up too?
Yeah. No, I believe you misspoke. This is not Impact. Our borders are yellow. It's yellow ropes rules.
TNA's the blue one. Okay.
Yeah, TNA's the blue one. Not only the blue in color, the blue in how it makes us feel.
Well,
all right. Apparently, we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Eamon, what's your word this week?
Maniac. Sure, because I think he's still going by that title. Whatever.
Okay, my word is impact. Pun intended. Pun intended.
Wow.
It was a good show, I think. Eamon, what was your good for this week's TNA?
My good for this week.
I did.
You said
I did it on purpose. I want to see if you'd catch it.
That sounded like an honest to goodness slip.
A little bit of both.
My good for this week is actually the Austin Aries Tye Dillinger match.
Mm-hmm.
That was really fucking good.
Yeah. I love Ty's new intro.
I love, because there was some production stuff they did differently on this week's show that I really loved. I loved his new intro. I loved Nia Jax's new intro. I thought they were both really different and cool.
Yeah, you can tell they're starting to adjust. Like, hey, we lost a bunch of people after WrestleMania. We need to build everyone else up now. And
you know who's really good to fucking build up right now? Tye fucking Dillinger.
Yeah,
because holy shit, is he over? I am so. I feel like he's finally reached that, obviously not in success necessarily, but he's reached that Jason Jordan point that we were hoping he would reach after J.J. Dillon.
Oh, rest in peace, J.J. Dillon. Wait,
yeah.
No, rest in peace, the tag team we called J.J. Dillon.
Yes. Yeah, I'm excited for him because he's over. He's honestly getting crowd reactions. He was getting more cheers than fucking Austin Aries. That's amazing.
Well, and that'll come into my good. So my good this week is the Austin Aries promo.
Yeah, I actually really liked it.
Because Aries, his mic work, if he has direction, is really good. If he doesn't, it can be really kind of shaky. But I loved his promo this week because it basically, Austin Aries is kind of the guy that's left out.
Yeah, he was very much
you almost forget he was the first one that was brought on before Shinsuke, before EY, before these big guys. A-Double was the first one that came in,
and he was I've kind of been left on the back burner, and I was sitting there thinking yeah, you're actually kind of right.
I really hope this leads to him getting upset and maybe calling a buddy of his.
Possibly. I don't know how that would help matters.
I think he'll. Come on. Don't you want to see the Dirty Heels versus American Alpha?
Again, Impact Wrestling. I can't wait to talk to you. No, I'll get into it in a bit later. But
okay.
We're having this thing where a lot of talent is constantly getting influxed into NXT, so you kind of maybe do have those scenarios where an Austin Aries gets left in the shuffle because he gets brought in, but Shinsuke's here. Shinsuke Nakamura has been the thing that's getting talked about, and Aries really wasn't really kind of got swept under the rug as far as people's reactions and what people felt about it. Especially even at TakeOver, it was everyone was talking about Shinsuke Nakamura's first WWE match, but it was also Austin Aries' first.
Mm-hmm. And it also doesn't help that the guy Aries was feuding with is already gone from the roster.
Yeah.
The same thing happened with Shinsuke, but
But Sami Zayn's
well, Sammy was already on the main roster. Everyone knew that was his swan song. People didn't know Baron Corbin was leaving. You have to remember that. Baron Corbin in the Andre the Giant thing was a surprise, let alone winning it. It was a shock. But yeah, I think that kind of hurt Aries a little bit, but Aries has the talent enough where he will overcome, I think.
Yeah, and he showed it in the match with Tye. Like
yeah.
I was very into it.
Yeah, like the greatest man who ever lived versus the perfect 10. That's just a great marketing gimmick, right?
I love the line in his promo about how Tye Dillinger is an A+ or an A-level wrestler, and he's the perfect 10. But I'm A double, so I'm a perfect 20.
That was really good.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked his promo a whole lot, and I can't wait to see more of Austin Aries, especially if he gears more heel.
Yeah,
which suits him better.
Yeah, for a guy who calls himself the greatest man that ever lived, like he kind of has to be an asshole. But,
yeah, basically. All right, so Eamon, what was your bad this week?
Did you give your good?
Yeah, my good was the.
Oh, was the promo? Okay. My bad for this week was, stay with me here. Samoa Joe and Eric Young.
Oh, well, I all right. You go, and then I'll give my 2 cents on it.
I would suggest people also listen to last week's Midweek War about NXT, where I kind of talked about this. Eric Young, cool for him, very excited. He got a great reaction from the crowd. I would personally put that to the fact that they're in Florida, and I know a lot of the NXT crowd is also a lot of the Impact crowd.
Or at least they used to be.
Well, we've seen fucking Izzy's in the front row of Impact on some episodes, so for fuck's sake. Like, I remember he did a swinging neck breaker, he did an elbow drop, and he did a lot of punches. And it was kind of boring.
Okay, see, I'm gonna give it a pass for right now. Because when Joe first came in, Joe was still very much in his TNA mold. Like, because you gotta remember, there wasn't much turnover from, like, EY didn't work a lot of indie shows. He didn't go do a stint in Ring of Honor. He didn't do, like, a New Japan stint or anything like that. He basically went right from TNA to NXT.
Well, neither really did Joe. Like, Joe made an appearance in Ring of Honor, but he didn't
he did.
Did he?
Yeah, fuck yeah, he did. He got a title match.
Oh, I thought that didn't happen.
Oh no, I'm pretty sure that happened. I don't think they ever showed it on TV, but
I think that's just something Ring of Honor stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
but yeah, like I don't know. I think it was also a bad booking move. This case.
It was interesting. It was interesting. I don't know.
Like this big surprise, this big get, and like he loses to Samoa Joe his first night.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't get a lot. Like I said, didn't get a lot in the match. He got some, but it was like I said, he got a swinging neck breaker. He got a good looking elbow drop, and he just punched Joe a lot. Like
he came in at an awkward time because Joe just became the champion. Like, this is the first time Joe was in Full Sail as the NXT champion.
Yeah.
So he came in at an awkward time. I loved the opening promo where he came out to kind of rain on Joe's parade. I thought that was great. I didn't think we were getting a match. I didn't think that was necessary. I think he could have just said, hey, I'm Eric Young. I'm here, and I'm, eventually I'll be coming for you.
Yeah, that's true. I would have wished they would have held anything off. I also really think that we're getting to this point with NXT where we get a lot of people that come in and are brought in as this is a big deal. And sometimes it's better. Like, honestly, I rather liked how they did it with how they treated James Storm. Like, where they kind of brought him in and it was like, oh, wow, James Storm's here. Like, recognize him.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just, he's on the level of, like, the lower card. He still has to work his way up. Not everyone has to be a big deal that they got signed. Eric, as much as I don't think negatively of the man, Eric Young isn't a Shinsuke Nakamura.
Well, but I mean, Aries is still on that lower tier. The only reason Aries had that big match with Baron Corbin was because Baron Corbin thinks everyone should just go back to Ring of Honor.
That's true.
Like, Baron Corbin was the one who started that fight. It wasn't Aries.
Yeah, but I also would think Aries has a bit of cred outside of TNA as well.
That's true.
It just argues the fact that, yeah, but because that's the thing, all they can say about Eric Young, and assumingly all they'll say about Bobby Roode, is that he is the top free agent. He is, and as they're referring to him, a former world champion. They don't say where.
Mm-hmm.
They won't say where. They're not going to talk about TNA.
Well, they don't talk about Ring of Honor either.
But they talk about New Japan.
They talk about New Japan because they kind of screwed New Japan over.
Well, yeah. Well, they're screwing Ring of Honor over too.
Not really.
I'd
say the way Ring of Honor runs their company, they screw themselves over.
Well, that's fair, but
like they literally raided New Japan. They took AJ, Anderson, Gallows, and Shinsuke in one fell swoop. That is raiding, and I think anyone like in the history books will agree to that. It's like when WCW took all the ECW guys.
Yeah,
like it's basically the same thing. So at least WWE is showing New Japan some love by giving them props and stuff like that. But TNA, they don't owe TNA anything.
No, they don't. And I completely understand them not mentioning them. But my thing is like, yeah, Eric Young got a really big pop coming out. I would argue, like I said before, it's because it's a Florida crowd.
Yeah, it still works.
Going forward, is the crowd still going to pop like that? Because I would argue crowds are going to still pop for a Shinsuke Nakamura. They're going to still pop for that kind of level of a star being brought in. They would pop for probably an Aries to that level.
No, Eamon,
I don't think they will pop. I don't think Eric Young has the same clout, so he has to work harder.
But Eamon, think about it. All you need is one good pop to be heard on like WWE. Like if and when Eric Young gets called up, all you need is one really good pop for people to be like, "Oh, this guy must be the real deal." Why do you think they had AJ come out in Orlando at the Royal Rumble? That's a Florida crowd.
Well, I know. But
like between NXT, which is smart fans, and Impact, which slightly less smart fans, they know AJ Styles. They knew AJ was going to get a huge pop there. If you debuted AJ Styles in Charleston, West Virginia, maybe he doesn't get a huge pop. Maybe he gets a good pop, but not a huge pop like he got at the Rumble. You know what I mean?
My only argument is that I hope, and this is a hope, it's not a he won't do this. My hope is that he adapts his style in a way to where he'll have some staying power going forward. Because currently, if that's the kind of style that he's going to wrestle, which is the style that he wrestled in TNA with, like it's not like he regressed. This is the style of wrestling he was doing in TNA. It's not going to work on this level. It's just not.
Mm-hmm. I know.
People are going to
and I think he'll adjust too.
I hope so.
You have to remember, when Eric Young showed up there, I don't think he thought he was going to be wrestling on the first show. He might have known. He might not have known.
I don't know what.
Because you're always told to bring your gear. He probably didn't think he'd actually be wrestling, let alone Samoa Joe in the main event.
Also, side note with that match as well, I don't know what the fuck they're going to use for his finisher now because he can't use the pile driver.
Yeah, they'll figure something out. Luckily, he didn't win this time, so
yeah.
Yeah, and also, did Aries change his finisher to the 450 now?
He's used the 450 before.
He has. Okay.
I like Aries because he has multiple finishers.
Okay.
He has the 450. He has the brain buster. He has the that submission he does. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. That's the thing I like about Aries is that he has multiple ways to put people away.
Yeah, I think Eric will develop stuff like that too. Like it's his first match in. I'm gonna give him at least like a 3-month buffer.
Yeah, here's hoping. I'm just saying. I say this because they put him in the main event against the NXT champion in his first match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But you know what? It served the purpose of letting Joe get a big win.
I guess, yeah.
Because we didn't get to see the title change, so give him a big win on his first show as champion. It serves the purpose. My bad this week is gonna go to the women's match. Not for anything in the match. I just wish Tessa Blanchard wasn't already a jobber.
Well, in fairness, she's not signed.
Oh, she isn't.
She's not signed.
Oh, so she's kind of like a blue pants deal.
Yeah, she's kind of was brought in as an enhancement person. Like she's
not
signed yet.
All right, well, then my real bad is why the fuck haven't you signed Tessa Blanchard yet? That's my real bad then. Like, come on. The daughter of Tully Blanchard, we could eventually have a horsewoman fight. Come on.
But yeah,
Giddy up, motherfuckers.
So I understand she's in that role where it's like they bring a girl in to kind of get beat up. But yeah, I who knows, maybe down the line. I'd like that. I actually really like Nia Jax in this match. I thought she brought kind of a style to it that was really good. I think if they're going to what they're teasing, which is a match between her and Asuka, I think that could be the real coming out for Nia Jax.
Yeah,
like because we didn't really have a full coming out with her against Bayley. I think her finally being forced into that level where she has to be as strong as she possibly can be and has to kind of, I think, work a bit stiffer. I think that will help her tons. So,
I really, and I mean, you mentioned it before, but her new intro is
it's really good.
Like, I almost didn't know who it was when they started with the. I'm like, oh, is this someone new? And then I saw the eyes. I'm like, oh, Nia Jax got a new intro.
And I know they'll do like the lower pans on her to really show her height. Like, little stuff like that's really cool.
Well, yeah, they call that the Andre cam.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
It's really cool, and I like that they're doing something different with the production because that's what I always really liked about NXT was that they were innovating on that front. You know.
Yeah. All right. So, Eamon, what would your change be for this week?
Oh, that's a good question. I would have, like I said, I probably would have held off on Joe Eric Young.
Okay.
Maybe main event with Aries and Dillinger because that would have been give him a little more time. That would have been fucking fantastic.
Either that or main event with the Joe promo.
Or the Joe promo.
Have Eric Young come out and that be like the end of the show where Joe's staring down Eric Young.
That's another good idea. Yeah.
My change this week has to do with the Balor promo.
Oh, like the promo package?
I don't know what they're doing with it, and I'm gonna wait to see how it plays out, obviously, but I don't like that they're focusing so much heavily on the demon. Because me personally, I think this has always been my thing with Finn Balor. You can't rely on the demon all the time. Like, the demon has to eventually be defeated, I think.
Yeah, but it shouldn't be defeated in NXT.
But shouldn't it?
I think it should be defeated when he gets a big program on the main roster.
But
save it. Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Owens suffered his first loss in NXT.
Yeah,
he got pinned before John Cena got a hold of him. Like, I feel...
Was that before John?
Yes. He beat Cena the first time, but then Kevin Owens took a pinfall loss in a tag match before his rematch with Cena.
Oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah. It was in a tag match, but still.
Because I thought you were referring to him dropping the belt to Balor in Japan.
No, I mean, that was well after the Cena stuff and everything.
Yeah.
But... because I feel like they missed an opportunity with the title change. Because I feel like the story should have been, and it still can be, that Samoa Joe comes out and he tells Finn Balor that Finn relies too heavily on the demon. And that it's the demon that beats Samoa Joe, not Finn Balor. Finn Balor is 0-1 against Samoa Joe. If you can beat me as Finn Balor, then you deserve to be the champion and leave the demon out of this.
And who knows, they may do that.
Yeah, they could do that, but I don't think they're going to based on that promo.
Well, no, I mean, they talked about the demon, but they weren't necessarily like, I don't know. I think
all the imagery was showing the demon. Like, it almost looked like he was.
Well, because all of his big title matches have been as the demon.
He had a title match with Apollo Crews as not the demon.
Yeah, but those.
Well, no, but I mean that was a big match until Baron Corbin interrupted it.
I see, but I think they were just, to me, the promo package was giving a like kind of a retrospective on Balor because he's been the face of NXT, arguably a little bit before he won the belt.
Yeah.
He's been the face of that company before he's won the company. I say the brand before he's won the belt, and he's like you said, longest reigning NXT anything champion in history. Like so. I think it was more kind of giving a retrospective of that and of his importance and selling why the title loss was so big.
Yeah. I don't know. It kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I mean, it was very well done. It was visually stunning. I don't know if I like the message behind it. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So, Eamon, where did you rank NXT this week? Because I know you had some mixed feelings on it. So,
it's actually still my number 2.
Okay.
I still think it delivered on good parts. Like I said, I really like the Aries Dillinger match. I love the revival. Like I think the revival's amazing. The Nia Jax match was good. I'm liking No Way Jose even. Like, yeah. They were teasing stuff on Twitter, but now I really want to see a No Way Jose Shinsuke Nakamura match.
Yeah.
Like that kind of would be great. Oh, we didn't even talk about the fact that Alex Riley's gonna get his fucking head taken off next week.
Rage against the dying of the light.
It's time to rage. Fuck.
Despite all my rage, he's still Alex Riley.
My good actually goes to Alex Riley for the line. I don't even know what strong style is. That's my favorite thing he's ever said.
Alex, come here. Come close. This man Mike here. You gonna find out.
You gonna die. I'm very excited for that match. I love the smart booking of having Nakamura. Like, other than the match with Dillinger, they positioned him against Alex Riley and Elias Sampson, 2 of the most hated people in NXT.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh my god, that reaction is gonna be so much fun. But also I would like to send out a supplemental bad that we can't see NXT house shows. Because did you hear what's going on tonight?
Yeah, fuck you, Kansas or whatever the fuck.
Yes, seriously, Nakamura versus Tyler Breeze.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be really good. And fucking Salina, Kansas, which I didn't even know was a place, fucking gets that match.
Oh, by the way, since we're talking NXT, I got the Blu-ray of NXT's Greatest Matches. Really, really fun. Really, really fun. I haven't finished it all yet. The second disc is pretty much matches I've seen before and everything. But if you've never seen it before, the first NXT Championship match between Jinder Mahal and Seth Rollins.
Good Lord.
No, it's a fun match.
No, I bet it is. But
my favorite thing is I paused it because the entire NXT roster is out to watch. Oh, it filled my heart to see baby Jason Jordan and Derek Bateman standing watching the match together.
That's pretty nice.
My heart grew 3 sizes, Damon.
See, here's the thing. I never, besides like the early NXT stuff, I always find those DVDs, not just NXT, but in general, now kind of interesting with the network being a thing. Because technically, I can go back and watch a lot of those matches on the network. Obviously, there's some, like I know they include like a Paige Becky Lynch match that happened like in a pre-show for like a takeover.
Yeah, I haven't watched that one yet. That's one of the Blu-ray exclusives. So if you want to watch that match, make sure you get the Blu-ray.
Yeah, and I know they had like Breeze and Atami from that San Jose house show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the one where Atami actually used the GTS.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of the GTS, one of the other Blu-ray exclusive matches, and you need to fucking watch it. It's not the best match in the world, but just the fact that it exists and happened.
I think I know this one, yeah.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins versus the Kings of Goddamn Wrestling.
Remember when they were in
Oksana in Cesaro's corner.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oksana, I need to let Bobby know.
I love that there's a world when they did the Kings of Wrestling in WWE, except they replaced Sarah Del Rey with Oksana. That's amazing. But Did they also include that part at the end? Because I've seen fan footage of that, like the ending of that match before, where they do this thing where Punk and Rollins are kind of like celebrating, and then John Cena just pops up on the big screen to like promote like some live event or something like that in Florida, and the whole crowd boos.
No, I don't think that was on there. I don't think that was on there.
There's like a fan cam footage, I think, somewhere.
It's actually
so good.
It's such a fun matchup because it starts off as a 1-on-1.
Yeah.
It starts off as Punk versus Cesaro, which Cesaro was U.S. champ and Punk was WWE champ at the time.
God, that would have been fucking great.
Yeah, and then Cash just comes out and ruins it. And then Seth Rollins comes out for a save, and they're like, "Oh, straight up tag team match," and it's fucking dope.
I love it's also the Kings of Wrestling against CM Punk and basically like 09 Ring of Honor CM Punk. Like,
yeah. Oh, and you can tell this is when he was still having fun.
Yeah.
Like I mean, there's a different attitude that he had at this show.
This was when he was Z-Pack free.
Yeah. Like it's when he was, because I think he just treated it like an indie, and he was having fun with it. Like you can tell, this was CM Punk in happier times. Like he was having a lot of fun with it. It wasn't before he got jaded or burnt out or ready to not debut in MMA.
Fucking hell.
Which, by the way, Eamon, do you watch the Edge and Christian show?
I saw that clip. It's my favorite. I love.
If you aren't watching the Edge and Christian show, skip the first episode, watch everything else, because holy shit, it's gotten really, really good. And Sasha and Bailey are on it, and Bray Wyatt is amazing on it. Fucking
I said it on the Wrestling Mayhem show this week. The show got good when they decided to not give a fuck anymore.
Oh yeah, and I hope they get a season 2 where they
like, we don't care who we fucking offend. Like, I love it. It's in like, I feel like it's almost in that like NXT redemption kind of place where nobody's actually watching the show, so they're not like Vince isn't watching it to see what gets approved or not.
Well, no, Vince isn't watching it. He got paused.
Oh, that's true. It's a good bit of continuity there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that aspect of it.
All right. So Eamon, where can the good people? Oh, we did the rankings, right?
Yeah.
Number two for me also. Where can the good people find you on the internet?
You can find me on Twitter at Eamon2Please. Also follow Inspire Pro Wrestling on Twitter at Inspire Pro Res. That's the company I work for, and you should support them.
Excellent. And you can find me at MadMike4883 on the Twitter machine. Also, if you like us talking about it, but you want to hear more from us, you can follow at Mayhem Show. Look for the hashtag MM, and you'll get me live tweeting about some of these shows, like NXT, like Lucha Underground. I do just about every weekend. Definitely, I live tweet about Impact too, and sometimes that's even funnier. But yeah, so for Eamon Payton, I'm Mad Mike, and this has been your Midweek War.